Sports. Real, raw, non-stop action starts right now.
Welcome to the John Jake Plastic Gym. This is the beginning of the girls' PCC tournament. Game number 2 is on PCC right now. Glad you joined us for the first game. We're back for the second one as well. We've got the Westville Blackhawks facing off against the Boone Grove Wolves to determine who is going to play Morgan Township on Friday the 23rd as they defeated Washington Township in our first game. I'm Mike Fleischman, so glad you're with us on PC3. I've got Vincent LaFollette right along with me. Tonight's game is brought to you by Family Express, a family-owned Indiana business and proud supporter of PC3. Family Express is celebrating 50 years of smiles and giving one lucky winner free fuel for an entire year. Just download the Family Express app for your chance to win. Family Express, 50 years of smiles across Indiana. Tonight's previous game recap is brought to you by Play It Again Sports, proud supporters of PC3 Media. Any season, any budget in one store. Check them out, or come on, donate your sports gear today. Game number 1, 53-33 in favor of Morgan Township. Vincent LaFollette, I thought we saw a textbook example of how to close a game from Morgan Township as they knocked off the Senators.
Yeah, there was a second there where Washington looked like they might have had a chance, but Morgan did a great job of just shutting them down in the fourth quarter.
Let's move right on to our keys of the game brought to us by Parlor Donuts of Valparaiso. Parlor is famous in Northwest Indiana for their layered donuts and diet-friendly products. Thanks for supporting PC3 Media. For the Westville Blackhawks, they've got a premier scorer in Hillary Lavis, and I think they've got the advantage on paper in tonight's game. What's key for the Westville Blackhawks, Vincent?
Oh, well, I got a few keys. First one is defensive pressure. They just got to stay hot on defense. Although they're the favorite to win, they still got to just lock in on defense and play hard defense throughout the whole game. Another one is foul trouble. In the past, they have gotten themselves in trouble late in games from just fouling early on and early in the second half. And then the third one for Westville, I would say, is to get the ball to Lavis. Lavis has been their star player all season long. She's the highest scoring player on the team. And I just look for them to go through her all game long, and she's going to have a big game on her.
Boone Grove Wolves on the other side of this matchup, definitely the underdogs coming into tonight. But if you want to win this game for Boone Grove, you have to be very conscious, I think, first of all, of making sure the tempo plays in your favor, and that's going to allow you to kind of create some advantages, control possessions. It's time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Surf Internet, proud supporters of PC3 Media, the Transformer fiber optic internet source available to you in game. Fantastic atmosphere here at Morgan Township High School, and we're about to meet the visitors, the Boone Grove Wolves, on the scoreboard. Boone Grove will be the home team on our scoreboard this evening if you're in the gym following along with us. Number 10, Paige Jones, is a 5'6" sophomore. Number 14, Elena Heilich, is a 5'6" sophomore. Number 21, Chase Dewar, is a 5'5" senior. Number 25, Morgan Schur, is a 5'11" senior. And a 6-foot freshman rounding out the starting lineup is number 30, Leah Carrera, for the Boone Grove Wolves, coached by Mike Simotovich. Mike Megacy came on into the Porter County Conference and found the hospitality much to his liking. His starting five tonight is a 5'7" junior wearing number 1, Ava Fenters, a 5'9" sophomore wearing number 5, Dallas Ritchie, a 5'11" sophomore, Hillary Lavis, a 5'7" senior, Ella Fortune. Quick correction on Lavis. Yes, she is just a sophomore. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but just a sophomore is Lavis. And number 51, Oleana Harden, rounds out the starting lineups for head coach Mike Megacy and the Westville Blackhawks. Should be a fantastic one here tonight. We have a great crowd inside the John Jake Plastic Gym here on the campus of Morgan Township. It's freezing cold outside, so we are thrilled to be indoors where they've got the heat working. The facilities here are always second to none at Morgan Township. This is the best 6 days of the year right here, Vincent LaFollette, Porter County Conference Tournament time.
It sure is. And while, like you said, it might be cold outside, it is nice and cozy in here, and I am so happy I get to call this game here with you.
Quick feed inside for Westville. They were looking to find Ella Fortune on the snap from Fenters, and that's the game's first turnover. As Westville throws in a little bit too steep, so Boone Grove is going to get a chance to set it up on offense. They're going to face some pressure defense from Westville, most likely all game long. Westville, one of those teams that likes to make the easy things difficult on their opponents. Paige Jones going to take a look up top.
Yeah, and as you saw there, Westville with a lot of pressure on defense coming up the floor. And really, for this game, I want to see Boone Grove take the ball up slow and maintain control of each possession.
A ball fake, a baseline drive, and that one goes in and out. Offensive rebound on the weak side. It's going to be 2 free throws for Ella Fortune on the game's first foul.
And Ella Fortune this season has a 48% free throw percentage, less than she'd like it to be. However, we will see what she can do right here.
Ella Fortune averaging 4 rebounds a game. Great baseline crash that time for the Westville Blackhawks and Mike Megacy. Fortune up and good on the game's first point.
And that one is not good.
Split trip for Ella Fortune, as we mentioned, that free throw percentage below 50% for Fortune. There's turnover number 2 on Boone Grove as Chase Dewar travels as she's crossing the timeline. That's the kind of thing that Westville does, Vincent, is they get in your head a little bit before you've even really set up or had to face their pressure. They get thinking about what's happening. They get you thinking about what you're going to do, and those easy things become difficult. Post entry pass, turnaround. That's blocked out of the hands of Harden. Harden gets it back. It's tied up. Harden hits the deck, and we'll have a whistle and a foul.
And 2 possessions for Westville, and we're already going to see them at the line for the second time. Not where you want to be as Boone Grove. That's something they got to keep under control as we go on, and they got to stay away from fouls as much as they can.
Harden up and good on her first free throw attempt of the night. One more coming. 2 points via the charity stripe for the Westville Blackhawks. With 7:09 left in the first. Harden gets them both.
Yeah, and Westville right there, they have the ability to beat you by just making easy shots and free throws, for example. They are pretty efficient on the free throws. So if I'm Boone Grove, I do not want them at the line all too often.
Nice drive, nice kick. The 3-point attempt from Paige Jones is no good. Jones just a 22% 3-point shooter on the season.
There's another turnover by Boone Grove. Westville forcing another. Just that defense right there. Some of the best defense you'll see in this tournament.
3-pointer off from Ava Fenters. Fenters shoots at 31%. Just had a look off the bounce, trending to her right.
And as you can see, Westville just making it so hard for Boone Grove to get beyond the middle of the court, or the half-court line, and they're putting a lot of pressure on early.
Chase Dewar on the drive, and that's going to be turnover number 4 on the Boone Grove Wolves. Westville doing what they do early. Pull it up for a 3. That's going to take a tour of the rim and go out. Offensive rebound, turning and dropping it in with the arm is Hillary Lavis. First field goal of the game belongs to who else but Hillary Lavis. Lavis, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists per game, a 5'11 sophomore, a phenom here in the Porter County Conference. 49% from the field, 32% from deep, 77% from the line. Lavis looks for the old-fashioned 3-point play. There it is.
Yeah, and I expect to see a lot more of that out of Lavis. She is the team's leading scorer. She has the 6th most points per game in the state of Indiana. And I expect her to be the real game changer in this game, just filling up the stat line and scoring at will.
Sure brings it up to court, gets it to the freshman Carrera, the 6-footer. She's denied out there by Lavis, who's going to give you good effort on both ends. And then down goes Carrera. That's a traveling violation. Hillary Lavis right there with one of the classic defensive fundamental moves. Remove the chair from the post-up. Whistle and a timeout on the court. With a 6-0 lead, the Westville Blackhawks will head to talk it over with Mike Megacy. Mike Samatovich will talk things over with the Boone Grove Wolves. Let's take a 30-second timeout, come back in just a moment right here on PC3 Media.
Welcome to Parlor Donuts, where not every donut has to be sweet. At Parlor, they decided to flip the script, because sometimes your cravings call for something different. So Parlor went savory with their classic donuts. With 6 new flavors that include chicken bacon ranch, Hawaiian barbecue chicken, pig and fig, OG pepperoni, buffalo chicken, and margarita. They're delicious, unexpected, handcrafted, and perfect for when you want a donut, but not all that sugar. They're everything you know and love about Parlor's signature donuts, but with a yummy, savory twist. So come to Parlor Donuts and try out the new savory donuts.
Mike Fleischman back with you here. 5:58 remains in the first quarter of action. A good start for Westville, about what we were expecting. Westville applying defensive pressure, forcing 5 turnovers on the Boone Grove Wolves. They've also hit 4 to 5 from the free throw line. Hillary Lavis with the old-fashioned three-point play last time down, and Westville Blackhawks looking about like we expected.
Yeah, and coming into this game, Westville was the favorite. Westville beat Boone Grove their last time against each other. And right now, they have the 6-0 advantage just to start this game.
Westville across the timeline with Ava Fenters. Fenters, a key part of that defense, averages 3 steals a game. And we go to Fortune, get it back out to Fenters. Lavis gives him a look up top. Fenters keeps it. Now a whistle will stop play, and we're going to go the other way.
And a good job by Boone Grove there, forcing that turnover. Finally, one goes their way as they've already had a few turnovers of their own.
Here's Heilich, bring it up against that defensive pressure. That's going to be something they have to deal with all night. Chase Dewar tries to snap it inside. That's too tall. That's turnover number 6 as they missed Schur cutting in front of the basket. Looks like a foot on the line. That would be a 2 if it goes. It will not go. Labus has an offensive rebound. Steps into the basket. That falls off the rim. And a whistle and a foul.
And that was not a bad shot at all by Ava Fenters. She's the 2nd leading scorer on this team, so we're going to see her get the ball a lot. We're going to see her shoot a lot. Just didn't get that to fall for her. I don't want to see her stray away from that shot, though, as we keep going. I'd like to see her take that even more.
Lana Heilich, the sophomore, across the timeline, and that's another turnover for the Boone Grove Wolves. Boone Grove just struggling to find any kind of good offensive possession right now. Lavis, the rip-through move, and she's going to shoot a couple. This is already going to be free throw attempts number 6 and 7 for the Westville Blackhawks.
Yeah, and Boone Grove's got to start being careful in the paint especially, because it seems like almost every single time Westville has gone into the paint, they have ended up at the line. And this could be a pattern to watch as this game continues.
And especially you've got a player like Lavis, a 5'11 sophomore, coming in with a 77% free throw percentage. If you get her going at the line, it's just going to turn into a shoot-around for Lavis, as she has been super confident. 3 of 3 from the line, part of her 5-point effort here in the first 3 minutes of quarter number 1. That has Westville out 8-zip. Downhill we go. Dewar runs into traffic, and that's going to go the other way again. And right now you can see Boone Grove. It's just that Westville is in their head a little bit, and they have got to settle things down and just get something that they've worked on in practice happening.
Yeah, they need to just slow down and stop playing Westville's game. Their defense is just dictating the way their possessions end up, and it has been turnover after turnover.
We're going to have an illegal screen that time. That's on Labus. Her first, team second.
Now right here, I'd like to see Boone Grove just take it slow, not play into Westville's defense, play their own game, and get a shot up. Actually have a shot at cracking the scoreboard.
Sammy Grieger, a 5'9 junior, driving, puts up a high floater off the glass. No. That's rebounded by Oleana Harden underneath. Hesitation by Labus, strong take. Oh, that almost went down. Offensive rebound, the putback is blocked inside. The scrum for the rebound is a jump ball with possession pointing to the Westville Blackhawks. Or beg your pardon, the Boone Grove Wolves. Early mistake on my part, quarter in the jar.
That was an uncharacteristic miss right there, though, for Hillary Labus. We usually see her drain those layups like that, just not this time.
Traveling violation called over on the far side. Using the sideline and as an extra defender, put Lauren Voudry, a 5'4 junior, in off the bench into a tough spot, and turnovers still continuing to mount here for Boone Grove in the first quarter.
Yeah, and turnovers have been a problem in a lot of Boone Grove's games, not just against Westville. And they're going to have to figure that out in this game as it goes on.
Dallas Ritchie scores it for 2. That ball tipped. Ritchie just crashing to the bucket. Always a good idea when the ball comes free is get towards it and get going towards the bucket. And Ritchie shows you exactly why that happens. Whistle and a timeout on the court is going to be taken by the Boone Grove Wolves here with 3:54 remaining in the first quarter of actions. Full timeout, we'll take it right along with them. Back in 60 seconds right here on the PC3 Media, powered by Heartland Sports.
With Surf Fiber Internet, you'll catch all the big plays as they happen. The winning goal, the last-second three-pointer, the walk-off home run, the touchdown that changes everything. You'll see them all. No lag, no throttling, no buffering, no missed highlights. Just blazing fast streaming from start to finish. Whatever sport you love to watch, Surf keeps you connected. Surf Internet, built for game day and every day. Score big today with fiber internet plans starting at just $30 a month, including free Wi-Fi, free installation, all-in pricing, and price lock for life.
Mike Fleischman, Vincent LaFollette back with you here on PC3 Media. Glad to be with you on this beautiful Monday evening from Morgan Township. 10-0 in favor of the Westville Blackhawks, the defending PCC tournament champions. Will the cup be theirs again this year? They are certainly one of the favorites in this PCC Girls basketball tournament. That is going to stay down here with the Westville Blackhawks. Nice move by Oleana Harden to make sure that tossed off a Boone Grove Wolf.
Yeah, we've seen the Blackhawks pretty much dominating the possessions so far in this game. A lot of turnovers forced onto Boone Grove.
Labus from deep, that won't go. Good box out right there by Grieger. Grieger's going to push some transition offense, and that's a traveling violation. And that is 10 turnovers here in the first quarter by my highly unofficial count for the Boone Grove Wolves.
Yeah, and the turnovers have already been a glaring issue throughout this season and obviously this game. I would love to see them patch that up, and they're going to have to if they want any chance.
Harden is fouled. I believe that happened before the shot. No, they'll say active shooting. So it's a shooting foul. The shot doesn't count. They're going to get Carrera with her second and the team's fifth.
Yeah, and we've already seen Westville at the line a lot. They've gotten now a majority of their points at the line. And not exactly what you want to see as Boone Grove. And that's something they're definitely going to have to work on, is to limit the fouls as we continue in this game. Otherwise, we could see a lot of trouble in that regard.
Harden 4 points on 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And now a 12-0 advantage. Tell you what, the Morgan Township Cherokees can tell you something about going on long, sustained runs, as their run through the end of the third quarter into the fourth quarter was fantastic, powering them to that 53-33 win against the absolutely no slouch at all Washington Township Senators in a fantastic matchup here, game one. Boone Grove has turned it over for an 11th time. Westville is going back to work, and we're going to send it back the other direction, why don't we? With 3:15 remaining here in the first quarter.
And right now, for Boone Grove, it is so important that they get a good shot up and hopefully score, as they're already down 12-0, and just to get on the scoreboard would be a huge morale boost this early in the game.
Morgan Schur is going to dribble drive. Schur kicks it. Here's Boudry. Back up top, beg your pardon, out of the hands of Grieger. Now driving and losing the handle is Mackenzie Minert. Into the corner we go, 3 on the way. That's a little bit too strong. Out of the hands of Fenters, beg your pardon, out of the hands of Ritchie. And now Boone Grove coming back the other direction. There's a drive on an angle. The shot a little bit too strong, out of the hands of Heilich. That'll be a team rebound for the Westville Blackhawks as they watch it bounce over the green baseline.
And it's good to at least see a shot attempt out of them as opposed to the turnovers they've been having. Unfortunately, not a very great attempt. I'm sure their coach would have liked her to make an extra pass or so to find a more open teammate.
Oh, nice step move by Labus. Labus froze the defense that time with a savvy ball fake. Finish with the right hand on the dribble drive. Labus now with 7 of the 14 scored by the Blackhawks here in quarter number 1. Boone Grove having trouble connecting the dots. Labus working 3-on-1. Yes, indeed. Hillary Labus feeling fantastic now with 9 of the 16.
And now it starts to get worrisome. Just to get on the board would be great right here.
Wide open 3 with the feet set. Heilich can't hit it. 2 Boone Grove Wolves trying to hustle to the near side for the rebound. And they crash into each other and a couple of Morgan Township fans in the front row. Are we all right down there, Morgan Township fans? We are. Fantastic. look out if you're in the if you're in the front rows here in Morgan Township. We're going to be here today. We're going to be here once again tomorrow and again on Friday before we go over to Couts for, I beg your pardon, Hebron for the championship game of this girls' PCC tournament. Dallas Ritchie cashes it in. Boone Grove still looking for their first bucket. They're going to get a second chance opportunity here as Grieger lost it out of bounds, but it was influenced by Ava Fenters.
Yeah, and a bit of an alarming circumstance right now. 18-0 with a minute 20 seconds left in the game. Boone Grove looking to score here.
Set shot from Grieger, no good, and then a whistle and a foul. I think they're going to get Oleana Harden for a loose ball foul with a little bit too much over the back. Yeah, that'll be Harden. If I saw it up here, you know, it's probably correct, and that'll be her second and the team's third.
And now it gets to be at least Boone Grove just looking to score before the quarter is over, as they have now gone almost 7 minutes without a basket to this point.
Harden out, Hutchinson in, Liliana Hutchinson on the court for Mike Magacy and company. Shot no good off the glass, but a couple of quality looks on that possession for Boone Grove. Labus coming back the other way, cross it to the left, pull it up for three, no. Long rebound over by Lauren Voudry, playing varsity basketball with her sister, who's Jalen Voudry, also available tonight for the Boone Grove Wolves, and Coach Samatovich. That's a nice turn, take it and count it. Elena Heilich, the hoop and the harm on a fantastic little move to the left hand.
And Elena Heilich right there, she is one of the players to watch for this team if you follow them. 6.8 points per game, 1.1 assists per game. She has been one of the top players on our team at just filling out the stat sheet night in and night out on both ends of the floor too, because she has 2.1 steals per game, which is good for second on her team.
Heilich no good on the free throw. Fenter's shot is influenced inside. And the offensive rebound and the putback is up and good for who else but Hillary Labus. Labus is our first to double figures tonight with 11. Let's get it right back on offense for Westville, why don't we? That set shot no good. That's in off the bench, Liliana Hutchinson. Here we go the opposite way, and forcing the issue is Heilich, and I think this is exactly what you got to do if you're Heilich. You've already shown that you've got dribble drive capability. Why not take it in and see if you can get some points scored with the clock stop? Give that one to Dallas Ritchie, the foul, her first, team's fifth. And two more coming for Heilich, 0 for 1, as she had that attempt on her last trip.
Yeah, and good to see some life in that Boone Grove offense. Finally getting some good looks, getting some attempts at the line, because that one's no good.
And Heilich, this is where there's been a struggle, a 44% free throw shooter. Boone Grove has just lacked consistency in a lot of different areas. They're not really sure who's going to be their leading scorer on any night.
This team is young, though, and potentially a good future incoming as these players start to develop.
10 seconds left in the first quarter. All Westville here in the Morgan Township Gymnasium. Labus, drive it. Labus rises. Labus the foul. And two at the line with 2.5 seconds left for Hillary Labus.
We've already seen her dominating on offense tonight, and she's just going to keep on adding to that stat line as this game goes on. And she's a big part of why they're up 20-3 right now.
First one is up and good. Labus now 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
And of course, making that free throw. She has shot 77% from the line this season. One of their most consistent shooters from there.
Sure, with the three-quarter court heave, that comes up well short, and that is the end of the first quarter of action. All Blackhawks over the Boone Grove Wolves here in this Porter County Conference Tournament game. Back in 60 seconds for the second quarter right here on PC3 Media, powered by the Heartland Sports Network.
Now's the time to get fiber-fast internet as low as $30 per month with autopay and free professional installation. Lock in speed and savings from Surf Internet. Enjoy fast fiber internet, no contracts, and a price lock for life. Visit surfinternet.com.
If your business wants to reach real customers in real communities, the Heartland Sports Network is where you need to be. With thousands tuning in every week across Indiana and beyond, your message plays alongside the games people care about most. Connect with families, alumni, parents, and the next generation of local leaders. Digital ads, in-game features, branding opportunities. We'll build a package that fits your goals. Advertise with the Heartland Sports Network. Visit heartlandsportsnet.com or contact us today.
Mike Fleischman, Vincent LaFollette back with you here from John Jake Plastic Gym on the campus of Morgan Township High School. Thrilled that you're with us on PC3 Media. I want to say a big thanks to Josh and Jennings for having us out tonight. Big thanks to all the folks at the Porter County Conference for putting on, again, the best 6 days of the year. Porter County Conference Boys and Girls Basketball Tournament happens every January. It's been happening since the 70s. Boone Grove Wolves have won 15 of these Porter County Conference Tournament championships. The Blackhawks just won, but they remember it because it was last year, and they are back looking for more here. Winner tonight of this one plays Morgan Township on Friday the 23rd. That's the 5:30 p.m. game. We are looking forward to bringing you that one on PC3 Media. There's Fenters with the drive to the cup as Westville is back to work on offense. They're going to get a second chance opportunity, and Fenters will pull it out and reverse it, trying to stay inside to Ella Fortune. That's tipped away. Nice defensive play by Jalen Voudry. Mentioned her with playing with her sister Lauren Voudry. Jalen the senior, Lauren the junior.
You know, I'd expect Westville to continue to drive into the paint as they did most of the first quarter. It has given them good looks and gotten them to the line a handful of times, which has worked in their favor a whole lot.
Labus off, the rebound by Dewar, and we're going to bring it the other way on a traveling violation. This has been the story for Westville, is the turnovers. I have got them, and again, everything I tell you is unofficial, for 14 of them so far in this game.
Yeah, and really, we just got to see them slow down. They need to slow down. They've had a few travels already and a handful more turnovers, and they really need to limit those to make this a competitive ball game.
Labus with the left-hand dribble. Labus lost the handle in the paint. That's going to get tied up on the hustle there by Lauren Voudry. And the possession arrow is going to once again point it at Boone Grove, so the Wolves are going to take over. And Voudry can get a pat on the back right there from Coach. 5'4" junior coming up with a nice hustle play. Chase Dewar will give it up for Minert across the timeline. Here's Dewar once again.
And right now, they just got to be cool, calm, and collected and get a good shot up. They have not had too many of those yet in this game.
Dewar kick it into the corner. Voudry will load the three. That was a good look, and it just didn't go down. Fenters with the defensive board. In transition, high, there is Hillary Labus, 14 points. Hoop in the harm here for Labus. She's going to go to the line to attempt her first second old-fashioned three-point play. I can talk, sure.
And it's becoming a familiar sight now, seeing Westville's players now on the free throw line, as
9
Labus
of 11
herself,
in the first quarter was Westville from that charity stripe.
Yeah, and we've seen Labus out there already a few times, and she has made a majority of them.
5 of 6 now for Hillary Labus from the free throw line. A little 2-on-2 break. Voudry loads it up. No. Crashing to the ground is Harden, as Voudry was coming in strong on that missed shot. And I believe they're going to get Lauren Voudry with her first. They will get her first and the team's second here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Boone Grove really, if they want any hope of having any chance of this ball game, they're going to have to start slowing it down and getting up good shots that have a chance and give them a chance in this ball game.
Big time move by Fenters to take the baseline off the dribble drive, and then that dribbles off the foot of Lauren Voudry. Voudry was right where she needed to be, sealing that dribbler, but the inadvertent bounce keeps it with the Westville Blackhawks. And we go. Harden the shot. That comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Jalen Voudry. Voudry traveled. See right there, that classic situation of you had two ideas at once. tried to do them both at the same time, and neither of them happened.
Yeah, and that's where they got to slow down. That's where we see it. They just need to limit the travels, which we've seen a few of, and in turn limit the turnovers as well.
Nice little pick and roll. Spinning is Harden, fading is Harden. The shot no good. Offensive rebound. The putback by Fenter's no good. That's tipped out of bounds by Harden, and it'll be Boone Grove basketball, 6:12 to go until the half. You know, Vincent, we talk about it all the time. It sounds like a cliche, but there's something to be said. Right now, if you're Boone Grove, you got to be possession by possession, and think of this as a nothing game, where you got to start building some good momentum.
Yeah, exactly. Just one shot at a time, one possession at a time, and eventually they could see themselves catching back up with Westville.
Heilich got where she wanted. The shot no good. Harden with the turnaround left that on the rim. Rebound tipped out. This could start a transition for the Wolves. Here we go with Voudry. Look at Labus. The transition D by Labus, and she just shuts it down. Tell you what, Hillary Labus is pretty good. Kick it inside, Harden, and she will shoot a couple.
And yet again, Westville at the free throw line. A recurring theme here in this game so far.
Chase Dewar the foul, her first, team third. 2 shots at the line for Oleana Harden, who is 4 for 4, make it 5 for 5. Hillary Labus, these numbers are so good. We talked about 26 points a game, 11 rebounds a game, 3 steals, 2 blocks per game to go along with those. Also averages 2 assists per game, despite being the primary shooter and scorer and handler of this basketball for the Westville Blackhawks. So a player that is not only going to take the shot when she's open, which is all the time, but also going to pass that ball to help her teammates.
Yeah, and like we've said, she just fills out the stat sheet, fills out the box score all the way up and down.
Just as we're talking about it, Labus takes the give on the strong side and finishes. Another opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play. They're going to get Elena Heilich with the foul. That'll be her second and the team's fourth.
Yeah, and Heilich we see at the line quite often, given her play style of just driving into the paint and getting layups, and it works for her. As you can tell, with the 6th in points per game in the state, as she makes that one.
And for Coach Mike Megacy, who came in last year, 21-3 in his first season coaching in the Porter County Conference. This is a guy who is going for win number 424. Let's not shortchange Mike Megacy. 423 wins in his career. A state championship winner with South Bend St. Joseph, back before they were called the Huskies. A longtime coach with the Michigan City Girls as well. Open three, down it goes for Chase Dewar.
Yeah, and Chase Dewar is one of their most consistent scorers. She's one of those that they give the ball to when they need one to go down. She's averaging 6.8 points per game this season, one of the top on the team, and definitely a consistent scorer.
Labus greedy with the basketball that time. A lot of hands on that ball as she took it up strong in the paint, and she finishes through the traffic. Oh, falling down due to the blocking foul there is Jalen Voudry. That's going to get Dallas Ritchie her second and the team's
and
third.
It's good to see Boone Grove keeping the ball a little more, as opposed to those early in possession turnovers they were having throughout the first quarter and early on in this quarter. I'd like them to get a shot up right here and make that a pattern for them now.
The drive, and Labus once again. A presence on defense. Morgan Schur had it pilfered by Labus. That comes away from Labus, but right to Ava Fenters. Fenters hasn't scored yet in this game. Beautiful pass inside. Fortune's shot is blocked by Jalen Voudry, and it will stay down here with the Blackhawks.
And Voudry is one of their solid defenders on Boone Grove. You'll see her putting in strong, solid defensive effort every game you see her in, as you saw right there. That
Stolen
translates.
away by Dewar. Here we come. And that shot blocked by the rim. Picked up underneath by Dewar. And, going down is Voudry with the whistle and the foul.
And that does not look good.
Contact underneath, and Voudry stays down for the moment. Certainly hope that she's all right.
Yeah, not a good sight to see if you're Boone Grove right now.
We're going to take an injury timeout here. The foul is on Ella Fortune, her third, beg your pardon, and we'll come on back when we're ready to join the action here from Morgan Township, 31-6 in favor of the Westville Blackhawks.
This weekend, make Doc's Barbecue your home for wall-to-wall football action. Kick things off with Friday Night Lights on JEG TV. Roll into a full slate of college football Saturday and wrap it up with every big play from NFL Sunday, all on the big screen at Doc's. Pair the games with Southern-style hickory-smoked barbecue in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Stop by Doc's Smokehouse in Dyer, where football and flavor go hand-in-hand all weekend long.
Lauren Voudry helped off the court, able to move under her own power, but getting some assistance as she is brought back to the locker room. Certainly hope that she is all right to go, as Heilich is back in the game for the Boone Grove Wolves. Three does everything but go down, and the rebound to Ella Fortune.
Yeah, that was a good look right there. Wish it had fallen. However, I'd like to see them keep taking that.
Hutchinson, a beautiful basket on the other side. Fenters with the beautiful touch pass underneath the bucket that time to find Hutchinson filling the lane in transition. This is a wide open look. It'd be a two if it went. Doesn't go down for Grieger. And then underneath, Fortune corralled the rebound, and then a little late reach that time. They're going to get Voudry with the foul. That'll be her first and the team's fifth. So we are headed down to the other side for a couple of Westville Blackhawk free throws.
And Ella Fortune is a player who would like to be improved on in the free throw line. 48% at this point in the season from the free throw line. Definitely not where she wants to be.
You know, as Yogi Berra once said, 50% of the game is half mental or something along those lines. And a game like tonight where you're getting to the line early and often the team is seeing them go in at a fantastic clip. That is the 15th made free throw by the Westville Blackhawks, who are 6 of 6 here in the second quarter on free throws.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of fouls, a lot of Westville Blackhawks getting to the free throw line just from their aggressive play going into the paint.
Shuffle of the feet that time by Scherp as the kick out from Heilich moved her a little bit off of her spot. 35-6, no doubt about where this one is, as we have 3:15 left to go until halftime.
Yeah, Boone Grove just having no answer for Westville on offense or on defense so far.
Westville came in on a 5-game winning streak. Their loss that snapped an earlier winning streak of 4 games.
Yeah, and Boone Grove needs to shut down that baseline.
Was against Washington Township. They're going to get Jalen Voudry the foul. And so Labus will have a couple of free throws coming here, but it was Washington Township with the 50-42 win at the Senators' Place. The last time that this Westville Blackhawk team has lost. Earlier losses on the season were to Mishawaka Marion, Bremen, and Marquette Catholic. Marquette Catholic was the team that ended this Westville Blackhawk season in the sectional opener. Marquette Catholic ran it all the way down to 1 overtime period away from a state championship game after beating the Westville Blackhawks to start. I know it's hardly a consolation prize to Westville. There's a steal by Labus, but it's sometimes nice to see the team that just knocked you out make a deep run. It kind of shows you that they were who you thought they were. There's a 3 from Richie, her first of the game. She's 25% three-point shooter on the season. She's got 7 here in the first half.
Yeah, and that's a great shot right there. One that you want to see. She is the 4th leading scorer on her team, and I would like to see her just continue to add points onto that total.
Richie also a good rebounder with 4 a game. Good passer of the basketball. You see this on Westville up and down the lineup. Fenter's their leading assister at 4.3 a game. Richie and the injured Vargas average about 2 per game. Hillary Lavis averages just under 2. Ella Fortune as an assist per game as well. Everyone in the starting lineup passes the ball well. There's a double dribble and another turnover on the Boone Grove side.
Yeah, and Westville's definitely been exhibiting their good passing skills in this game. A big reason why they're up with the huge margin that they have so far.
Fenters is going to spot it off the bounce. That's no good. Nice box out there for Morgan Schur on the defensive rebound. Took that away from Ritchie. Hop step in the paint, kick it back out. Ball fake, now the drive for Dewar. Dewar underneath, no. The putback bounces off the rim, and Labus cleans the glass.
And
Labus
not bad looks right there at all.
Straight down Main Street. No, it fell off. Labus staying with it, the putback, yes. No one's stopping the ball on Hillary Labus, and if you do that, Labus is going to set the cruise control, move it into third gear, and do exactly that. 42-6 as Labus stays with it for second chance points. A runner in the paint, that's up, and that's good for Heilich. Heilich with 5 to lead the way for the Boone Grove Wolves.
And some miscommunication right there proves inconsequential for Westville on the inbound.
Fenters saves it, and it goes right into the hands of Miley Weaver for her first 2 points off the bench. Weaver's a 5'5" senior getting involved in the action. If this game stays with the complexion that it has been through the first 15 minutes, it's going to be a chance for Mike Megacy and Westville to get some important minutes in tournament play for some of the bench mob. That's shut down underneath. That defense for Westville has been good all 94 feet of the court, but particularly good underneath. Boone Grove, if they get it inside, it's been trouble in there, as Labus and company have just had their hands up on defense all night. Under a minute to play in the first half of action. 44-8.
Yeah, we've seen Westville take this game firmly in hand and start running with it.
Forcing the issue that time is Elena Heilich, and Heilich will get a couple of throws. I'll get Dallas Ritchie with the foul with her third. That'll put the Blackhawks over the limit.
Yeah, we've already seen Alana Heilich at the line a couple of times tonight.
Now 1 for 4 is Heilich. One more coming for the 5'6" sophomore. Hard off back iron. Sure had it for a moment. Grieger kicks it near side. Heilich will spot it for 2, no. Grieger pulls down another rebound, steps it back for 3. Hard off back iron. Labus with the board. 25 seconds left.
Although the story is rough for Boone Grove, there has been some promise as they're getting more offensive rebounds and more good looks.
The crossover, the finish for Hillary Labus.
It is now
timeout on the court. The fans love it. And for Labus, how about this? We're talking about a sophomore here, Vincent. 1,000 points.
Yeah, the way she has just gone into this team and just scored and scored and scored all season long really has been quite impressive for any player, let alone a sophomore. She has so much upside, and it'll be so special to watch as she gets better and better throughout her high school career.
You could give me 6 high school careers, I wouldn't score 200 points. Hillary Labus doing a fantastic job here in the first half of action.
And a great
26 points
right
for Labus. She's already hit her season average. All right, 5 seasons. It would take me 5 seasons. But Labus, congratulations, first of all, to Hillary Labus on a fantastic first half of action on 1,000 points. She is just a sophomore. She is just getting started. But the 1,000-point benchmark is already going to be put in the rear view before we're done here. 17 seconds left for the Boone Grove Wolves on offense here. 46-8, all Blackhawks.
Yeah, and heading into the half, we'd like to just see at least Boone Grove take control of a couple of possessions, get something positive going before they head back into the tunnels.
Step through move didn't quite work for Dewar. Here's Fenters on the other side. That is a fantastic pass through the paint by Fenters. On the bounce and unable to hit is the Westville Blackhawks, and that will do it for the first half of action. It is 46-8 in favor of the Westville Blackhawks over the Boone Grove Wolves. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come on back, give you our halftime numbers and thoughts, and then we'll get you ready for the second half of action and also give you a preview of what's coming up tomorrow. This is PC3 Media powered by the Heartland Sports Network here from Morgan Township, PCC Girls Tournament action.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Are you interested in learning about filmmaking? Do you want to work on a sports broadcast? Maybe you've always wanted to try your own talk show. Well, the Porter County Career Center has just the class for you. In our radio and television vocational, you can learn many media skills by taking part in the recording of short films, working on skits, hosting your own talk shows, and being on the crew for many types of athletic events. Come meet the teachers and learn more about our radio and television class at one of our open houses on December 2nd or January 22nd at 5:30 p.m. We can't wait to see you there.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
Another boring day on the internet. Hey, what's this? PC3 Media? Ah! This is insane! I'm in the PC3 website. Look, they have PC3 TV, where you can watch old archives and films. And they even have PC3 Films, where you can watch films made by students. And they even have sports, where you can watch live broadcasts of football and basketball games. And they even have Goblin Radio. Who'll let goblins have the mics?
If you're bored and looking for something to do, PC3 Media is the place for you.
I'm gonna check out PC3Media.com.
When your home needs help, the last thing you need is a faceless corporation or sales-driven franchise. At Myers Companies, we've been proudly local since 1951, born and raised right here in Northwest Indiana. We're family-owned and operated, built on trust, hard work, and integrity. And because we're family, we treat you like family. Your comfort and safety always come first. For HVAC, plumbing, and electrical done right, choose Myers Companies. Local, family-owned, here for your family.
John Jake Plastic Gym, the home of the Porter County Conference quarter and semifinal rounds right here on PC3 Media, powered by the Heartland Sports Network. We're at halftime, and right now, Family Express, a proud supporter of PC3 Media, is serving up their brand new Hoosier Hot Honey Pizza only at Family Express. It's loaded with cup and charred pepperoni, finished with hot honey for the perfect sweet heat. Try the Hoosier Hot Honey Pizza for yourself only at Family Express. I'm Mike Fleischman, that's Vincent LaFont. We are thrilled that you're along with us for our coverage of Porter County Conference Girls Basketball Tournament action right here on PC3 and the Heartland Sports Network. We have got a lopsided one here in game number 2 tonight. 46-8 is the halftime lead for the Westville Blackhawks. Let's give you our halftime numbers. For the Blackhawks, 21 points in the first quarter, 25 in the second quarter for 46 at the halftime break. Ritchie with 7, including one made three-pointer. Miley Weaver with 2 points off the bench. Hillary Labus, 26 points as she has bested the 1,000-point mark for her high school career in her sophomore season. She is 8 of 9 from the free throw line today. 3 points for Ella Fortune on 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 2 points for Liliana Hutchinson off the bench. That's just Lillian Hutchinson, beg your pardon there. And 6 points for Oleana Hardin, who is 6 of 6 from the free throw line. The Westville Blackhawks are 17 of 19 from the charity stripe. For the Boone Grove Wolves, 3 points in the first quarter, 5 in the second quarter for 8, and the deficit at halftime. 5 points for Elena Heilich, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, and 3 points for Chase Dewar. On the Wolves' only 3-point make, the Wolves are 1 of 4 from the free throw line in this contest. Taking a look at what's coming up tomorrow on PC3 Media, we're going to be right back here in the Plastic Gymnasium, 5:30 p.m. South Central and the Satellites taking on the Tri-Township Tigers. And then game number 2, the Hebron Hawks against the Couts Phillies. That's at 7 p.m. We're going to have both those games on PC3 Media. I've got the call for that first one. Certainly hope you'll join us for those. And then we are already setting up Friday's semifinal matchups. Morgan Township with a 53-33 win against Washington Township is going to play the winner of this one, most likely Westville. And then we will have the other semifinal matchups determined by the winner of South Central Tri and Hebron Couts coming up on Friday right here at 7 p.m. from Morgan Township. If we take a look at what's left in the Porter County Conference regular season, Vincent, this is kind of fun because you got 3 teams at 5-1 right now. Couts, Morgan Township, and Westville. Washington Township's Porter County Conference season is in the books. They're 4-3. South Central is 3-3. They're going to play Tri, who is 2-4, for a chance to knot up that standing. Boone Grove at 1-5 as one more game to go. That's against Couts. You assume Couts is the favorite in that one. If Couts does go to 6-1, that's going to leave Morgan Township versus Westville as the final and possibly deciding game as to who might share a spot with Couts, or if Boone Grove can get an upset over Couts, it might give Westville or Morgan Township a chance to own the Porter County Conference regular season championship outright. That's what's coming up after this tournament. Westville's trying to go back-to-back. They're poised to move on to the semifinal round. Here's Fenters pulling up for a 2, and that is up and good for Ava Fenter. She gets in the scorebook with her first 2 of the night. And we're right back to the action here. It is now 48-8 in favor of Westville. Strong take by Heilich. That is rejected inside. It's bouncing free. Paige Jones has it for a minute. Ball comes free again. And that's scooped up by Miley Weaver, who's starting out on the court for the Westville Blackhawks. Weaver out there along with Fenters. Shot is up, no good, and the rebound is tipped and will go the other way on a loose ball foul.
Yeah, and as we're getting into the second half, for Boone Grove, really, the objective should really just be to get small wins and have them build up and just help this team get more experience, as it is a young team. And games like this are important for the development of these young players as they continue on in their high school careers. So really just looking at the small things and trying to get these little victories is important right here.
That's stolen away. Turnovers were the story. Boone Grove has committed at least 20 of them in this contest. Up ahead we go to Weaver. Lavis is going to step it back for 3. That's no good. The rebound and the shot attempt up and no good by Smolnicki. And it's going to stay down here with Westville as it's out of bounds. Here's Ritchie returning.
And all the turnovers on Boone Grove's behalf, really, a lot of it can be chalked up to maybe sloppy play, perhaps. But also, you got to give some props to Westville's defense. They've really just been putting on the pressure in all the right places to force those turnovers and force loose balls and travels on Boone Grove's possessions.
Fenters, the offensive rebound. There's a block by Carrera stepping out. Harden moves it near side. Rising off the bounce for the 2, no good by Ritchie. Another opportunity as Fenters comes out of the scrum with the rebound. Fenters right down Main Street, scoop it and score it. Ava Fenters has all 4 of the points that we've seen scored here in the second half of action. Now a whistle, and is this going to be a Boone Grove turnover on yes, and turnover as they were, I believe, stepping on the line as they inbounded it. So if it's possible to go wrong, it's gone wrong here for the Boone Grove Wolves tonight.
Yeah, every little thing you could think of just has not gone their way.
Another long carom, and it goes out to Ritchie, and she's going to give it back to Fenters. Loaded up by Harden, that's no good. Rebound by Dewar. Dewar sees Heilich leaking out. The shot no good in transition, and right there for the rebound is Lavis. Up ahead we go, Fenters. Great gather and finish by Fenters. That had to be a bang-bang play, and it was.
Yeah, and the Blackhawks have not let up yet on their offense or defense, continuing to add on to their lead.
Carrera on the bounce. Carrera, the step through, and the hook shot no good. Up ahead we go, Fenters pushing it, and Dallas Ritchie's shot is blocked out of bounds. That's Paige Jones running hard in transition defense for the Boone Grove Wolves. Jalen Voudry will return as Elena Heilich will head to the bench for the Boone Grove side. Mike Samatovich in year number 1 as the head coach of the Boone Grove Wolves. 4-12 record at this point in the season. Nice pass off the inbound, and the shot by Ritchie no good. That's off the rigging up above the basket, and therefore out of bounds, and the team rebound to the Boone Grove Wolves. I used to call games for the IU South Bend Titans. That's where Mike's brother Dane Samatovich played some basketball, so getting to see another Samatovich in my broadcasting travels. Baseline jumper, that's no good out of the hands of Dewar. Getting the putback attempt inside is Voudry. Voudry, no good on the spin move. Here's Fenchers in transition. Free throw line pull-up, Fenchers, no. And the rebound to Dewar.
And neither of these teams have really seen many shots falling since halftime, which is a stark contrast from the first half, as Westville was making seemingly everything.
There's a nice steal by Aliana Harden. Harden's played very well. 6 of 6 from the free throw line for her 6 points. Good defense inside. You can see the length of Harden, a 6'1" tall junior. Fortune back in for the Blackhawks. Grieger back in for the Boone Grove Wolves.
And right here is where Boone Grove just kind of wants to get up the floor, play their own game, and find some shots. Get some shots up, get some looks, and use this as an opportunity to improve right here.
With a lead of more than 35 points for Westville, the IHSAA timing rules are in effect, so we're going to have the clock running the rest of the way here. There's a driving layup, no good for Paige Jones. Offensive reset opportunity off the offensive rebound by Schur. That is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Wolves basketball as we'll tick under 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and right here off this inbound, just looking to get a shot up right here, and they just need to stay away from the turnovers. That has been a recurring pattern in this game, is just turning the ball over.
Schur has got a wide open look, but the traveling violation.
That is another thing they've got to work on. They've had more than their fair share of travels so far in the first 3 quarters of this game. Another thing for them to work on, which can be patched up. Not too big of an issue, though.
Lavis, step it back. How about a 3? That's one of the things that she hasn't put in the scorebook yet tonight is a made 3-pointer. That one will not go down. Lavis shoots the 3 at 32%. The core part of Lavis's game is the dribble drive, but a 30+% 3-point average will keep defenses honest and force them to bring the defense out on you. There's a good job by Carrera forcing the issue inside. Carrera turns the shoulder to the defender and gets a couple of free throws.
Yeah, and it's nice to see some fight from Boone Grove. They have not given up just yet. It is a 44-point game, but Boone Grove still hustling up and down the court and still giving it their best shot.
First free throw is up and good for Leah Carrera. Carrera, the 6-foot freshman, averaging about 3 points, 4 rebounds a game. Second one too strong. The trip is split. Lavis, beautiful outlet pass, starts Fenters in the right direction. Fenters scores it. No points for Fenters in the first half, 8 points for Fenters here in the third quarter. All 8 scored by the Westville Blackhawks. Boone Grove hitting the deck, hustling to maintain possession.
And it was only a matter of time before Ava Fenters caught fire, as she is their team's second leading scorer, of course, behind Hillary Lavis. So it was an expectation that she would start scoring sooner or later.
Carrera, catch it, fire it, yes. Leah Carrera has got all 3 Boone Grove points here in the third quarter of action. 20 seconds left on the running clock for the Westville Blackhawks. Fortune puts it back up top, snap it into the corner. Ritchie for 3, that will not go down. Rebound hustled down by Paige Jones. Jones, oh, that pass is tipped by Labus. Labus is gonna play every second she's out on the court, tell you what. 3-pointer on the way, and that's no good out of the hands of Jalen Voudry, and that is how the third quarter comes to an end, 54-11 in favor of the Westville Blackhawks over the Boone Grove Wolves. Back after this, right here on PC3 Media.
With SurfFiber Internet, you'll catch all the big plays as they happen. The winning goal, the last-second three-pointer, the walk-off home run, the touchdown that changes everything. You'll see them all. No lag, no throttling, no buffering, no missed highlights. Just blazing fast streaming from start to finish. Whatever sport you love to watch, Surf keeps you connected. Surf Internet, built for game day and every day. Score big today with fiber internet plans starting at just $30 a month, including free Wi-Fi, free installation, all-in pricing, and price lock for life.
Here on PC3 Media, big thanks to all of you for tuning in. We're going to be with you for all of the PCC Girls Basketball Tournament right here on PC3 Media. We'll be coming back with you tomorrow, once again from Morgan Township, then again on Friday from Morgan Township. The championship is going to be at Hebron. That's on Saturday at 6 p.m. I'm going to step away for that one, and the students are going to take you home. We're having a blast working the PCC tournament. Always great to be at the desk with PC3 Media. Snap it over to the far side, and Smolnicki is trying to fend off Paige Jones, and that will be a turnover by Paige Jones, forcing the issue with a nice hustle play. 54-11, as we mentioned, running clock with the deficit as high as it is, and that is going to be a traveling violation on the Boone Grove Wolves as Voudry shuffled the feet on the catch.
Yeah, and the traveling has been a big issue for Boone Grove in this game. Still continuing into the fourth quarter early on, as they just more turnovers and more turnovers.
That's blocked away from Hardin. Fenter stays with it, puts it up on the rim, no good, and you're going to get whistle and a foul. I believe that's going to go on Hardin. Nope, they're going to get it on Fenters. Her first and the team's first. Only real foul trouble to speak of is Hardin, who has 4 for the Blackhawks.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of fouls early on in this game, though, from Boone Grove on to Westville, sending Westville to the line a bunch. Has not been as prevalent in this story in the second half, however.
Riley Smolnicki gets her first 2 points of the game. The Westville fans love one of the reserves on this team, getting in and working it in transition. Jones on the other side. That falls off the rim. Down to the court we go. Whistle, and we are showing Boone Grove basketball. Voudry will have the inbound play. Snap it to the far corner, and Grieger will step it in the paint. High floater is up, no good. Hutchinson with the rebound. Fenters, 8 points in the ball game, all in the third quarter. The overplay by Paige Jones, and it'll stay Blackhawk basketball.
Yeah, it's good to see Boone Grove still putting in defense like that right there from Paige Jones. Just really just hacking at the ball, trying to get every possession they can, despite the large deficit they find themselves facing.
Smolnicki will give it back to Fenters. Fenters, an entry pass. Shot up and no good, out of the hands of Jezebel Evans. The putback by Hardin, and we'll have free throws. Fouls on Voudry. That's 4 on Voudry. And the first on the Boone Grove Wolves here in the fourth quarter. Hardin is 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Make it 7 of 7. We talked a little bit about Kirsten Vargas, a 7.7 rebound a game, 5'10 senior, out with an injury for Westville. Alling on a Hardin, a 6'1 junior. All she's done is come in, play steady, and hit 8 of 8 from the free throw line. How about that from Mike Megacy?
Yeah, and while it looked like the absence of Vargas might have threatened this team's efficiency, Aliana Harden has definitely stepped up and provided a light spot in the absence of one of their great players.
Shot high off the rim from Grieger. Rebound pulled down, and Westville going back to work with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Smolnicki. Nice flash pass, and the finish by Hutchinson. 4 points for Hutchinson off the bench tonight.
Yeah, and it's good to see Hutchinson scoring right there. She's coming into this game averaging 1 point per game. We'll see that number bump up by the time we're done, though.
Oh, watch out, Morgan Township. Grieger got caught trying to prevent falling over that line and couldn't quite handle it. Westville has been very savvy about timing the pressure on the ball. If you get too close to the sideline, get too close to that timeline, they will bring the defense up, get the hands up, try to get you to pick up your dribble and then take away your vision and your passing lanes. They have been doing that all game long. Smolnicki, pull it, yes! Riley Smolnicki, 4 points here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and the Westville bench coming in and continuing to make shots, following up that precedent that the starters all set in the first 3 quarters.
Carrera off the glass, no. Rebounded underneath by Evans. Fenters out there, Smolnicki. She's hit a couple in the fourth quarter. That will be a turnover. Westville, a couple of turnovers right in that first quarter. The early going looked like Westville was going to be a little bit fast for where they wanted to be in this game, but they were able to start forcing Boone Grove into turnovers on almost every possession in the first quarter, and they settled down really nicely into their own tempo in this game.
Yeah, and really the defense has been, I would say the defense has been the key to the game for Westville, as without all these turnovers, they would not have the massive lead that they have.
Harden crosses it over. Harden, the guard skills. Underneath the scoop, no. The second chance opportunity for Evans, and we have a whistle and a foul. They're going to get Carrera with the foul. Third on Carrera, second on the Boone Grove Wolves. Jezebel Evans to the line for a couple. 19 of 21 are the Westville Blackhawks. The bank is open late for Jezebel Evans.
Yeah, and we've seen Westville really taking advantage of all these opportunities they've had from the line, definitely helping them score and using it to their advantage. As she goes off the glass again.
Hey, if it works, put them off the glass. There's a big square on that glass trying to show you where they want the ball to go. Here is Jones tumbling to the court. Whistle and a Blackhawk foul. They'll get Hutchinson with her second and the team's second. Miley Weaver, the 5'5" senior, back into the action for the Blackhawks. Jones works the crossover. Fenter's right with her. Entry pass to Carrera. That missed Carrera and will go the other way. Under 2 minutes, or coming down to 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter on the running clock. Mackenzie Minor in off the bench for the Boone Grove Wolves as Carrera will have a seat. 2 minutes left exactly as Smolnicki will leave it back for Fenters. That's stolen away by Jones. Jones will miss the layup. Fenters stayed right with it in transition, and we have a foul.
Yeah, and as we see the clock ticking down, I think it's safe to say that our player of the game is Hillary Labus.
Without a doubt.
She scored at will, and that 1,000 point mark, definitely a huge milestone in any player's high school career. Great to see that, and she obviously had a great performance tonight, a huge part of this win for Westville.
Grieger trying to mix it up with some full court pressure defense, gets tagged with the foul. Here we go to Aliana Harden. Minute 12 remaining in this contest. In we go, another whistle and a foul. Be a couple at the line for Harden.
more opportunities at the line for Westville. That has been a recurring theme in this game, and they have been making them all game, as she did right there.
That's 9 of 9 for Aliana Harden. One more for Harden. Oh, and that's a miss. 9 of 10 is still a very good number. Paige Jones on the far side with under a minute to go. Jones steps it back, long two. Yes! Paige Jones gets in the scorebook. Fenters across the timeline, nice crossover. Fenters is fouled by Jones.
And a bit too much pressure there.
Have a couple of free throws upcoming. Fenter 64% from the free throw line. Labus going to end up as player of the game like we mentioned. Last time that these two teams played, she scored 24. Fenters up and no good on the first. It was a double-double for Labus last time back in December, 24, 10, and 3. That was a 65-51 victory. Neither good for Fenters, and now Fenters has the ball, gives it for Harden. Harden's fouled, and we're heading back to the free throw line with 28 and a half left. That'll be Jones with her fourth.
Yeah, and as you were talking about their last matchup, 65-51, obviously much closer than what we've seen so far tonight. Boone Grove really just having no answer for any of Westville's defense or offense throughout the game.
And if you are Mike Magacy and company, you have to be thrilled with the tournament mindset that the Westville Blackhawks brought into the Plastic Gym tonight. Harden gets back to her accurate ways. Now 10 of 11 from the free throw line.
And you can see some anticipation in Westville student section as they're now celebrating the score. 67 points for Westville.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Across the timeline we go. Bounce pass in from Voudry, back out. Voudry loads it up. Rebound underneath. Second chance opportunity for the Wolves. Grieger taking a look. Here's Schulte. Put it back up top. Voudry on one bounce to Minert. Minert the long two. That won't go down. Schulte again, and that will be the end of regulation and a final score. 67-13, the Westville Blackhawks defeat the Boone Grove Wolves. So we have one of our two semifinal matchups set for Friday. The 5:30 game will be the Morgan Township Cherokees hosting the Westville Blackhawks as Westville gets the 67-13 win against Boone Grove. So for the Westville Blackhawks, the win moves their overall record to 14-5 on the season. They are now winners of 6 straight. And with the loss, the Boone Grove Wolves now 4-13 on the season. They remain 1-5 in the Porter County Conference. Next up for the Boone Grove Wolves, they're going to conclude their season with a conference matchup against the Couts Phillies on January 29th. And as we mentioned for Westville, they're going to play Morgan Township, the team they beat for PCC Tournament Championship #1 last year. And they're going to play them in the semifinal this year. And they're also going to play them for a chance at a share of the PCC Tournament regular, or the PCC Regular Season Championship on the 27th of January. Mike Magacy and Hillary Labus are going to come up and join us. I think I'll abandon the table and let Vincent LaFollette chat with these guys. All right, we'll have Vincent step away, and I will we'll chat for a minute with Mike Magacy and company. So here comes Hillary Labus to join us at the table. Oh, I was moving down the wrong way. There we go. Hillary Labus joins us here post-game. 26 points, hit 1,000 for your career. First of all, congratulations on PCC Tournament win #1 of 2026.
I'm so excited. I want to thank everybody that helped me in my career to get me to 1,000. I can't do it without my teammates, of course. It takes 5 to start the game. Of course, Coach Megacy helping me out throughout the way, through ups and downs. Coach Selby and the rest of our crew. My trainer, Coach Boyd, 12 years helped me. Coach William, Jerry Bechtel, all the ball handling, and Always 100 AAU team got me prepared for this season.
Talk a little bit about the mindset going into this game. You guys came out and immediately took Boone Grove out of anything they wanted to do on offense. Tell me a bit about what was talked about on how you had to have the defense right for this game.
We made sure to watch the film from last game. We needed the pressure a little bit more and do better defense. Ollie was her first game today. She was a big help on the defensive end, and she did great offensively too. She was a little disappointed, but she took a lot of pressure off me, and I appreciate that.
So you come in as a freshman, PCC tournament champions last year for the Westville Blackhawks. Tell me a bit about the mindset going in as a sophomore. After you make a big accomplishment as a freshman, how do you want to build on that?
I don't plan to lose another game the rest of the season.
There we go. Hillary Labus joining us here. 1,000 points for their career. Our player of the game tonight. Let's bring in Coach Mike Megacy and chat as well. Hillary Labus, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to Parlor Donuts, where not every donut has to be sweet. At Parlor, they decided to flip the script, because sometimes your cravings call for something different. So Parlor went savory with their classic donuts, with 6 new flavors that include chicken bacon ranch, Hawaiian barbecue chicken, pig and fig, OG pepperoni, buffalo chicken, and margarita. They're delicious, unexpected, handcrafted, and perfect for when you want a donut, but not all that sugar. They're everything you know and love about Parlor's signature donuts, but with a yummy, savory twist. So come to Parlor Donuts and try out the new savory donuts.
Mike Megacy picks up the win tonight. Big time win over the Boone Grove Wolves, 67-13. And Coach, just seemed like the mindset for this team was correct from the tip-off.
Yeah, we first time we played them, we thought they shot the ball extremely well and won by about 14 or 15 at their place, and we just wanted to make a statement in this game to come out, play a little defense and put a little pressure, make them uncomfortable. I felt we made them uncomfortable with our pressure. They turned it over early, and we were able to produce, and then anytime you got number 22 on your team, you're going to get some points.
Let's talk a little bit about coming into this year. I asked Lavis about it as well. That mindset after that 21-3 record last year, put some hardware in the trophy case that Westville has never had in their case before. Tell me a bit about what it was like planning after a successful year one. What were some goals for year number 2, especially when we come into late January?
The goals didn't change. We lost two really good seniors. The goals don't change. They're not going to change as long as I'm at Westville. We are not Westville 4 or 5 years ago. This is the new Westville. We're a team to be contended with every single year. So if you're going to play us, you better be ready.
Let's talk a little bit about the coming matchup with Morgan Township. That is a nice little rivalry that's building up here. We saw Morgan play great down the stretch in their win against the Senators. Right. What's going to be the focus getting ready for them on Friday?
Well, let's continue to play defense, and I think we play well defensively. I think there's some things we can take advantage of. They're a really good team. They've really impressed the way they move the basketball, and they got some nice guards get to the basket. Their new kid is tough little ball player as well, and she ain't so little. She's 5'9", but they're a good team. We're playing on their home court, but we'll be ready. It's a matchup of 2 good programs going at it.
We got a fantastic rematch from last year coming up in the semifinal game. Mike Megacy picks up career win number 424 tonight. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking forward to covering you again on Friday.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Mike Megacy joins us. Hillary Labus, player of the game, joins us here as well on PC3 Media. I'm Mike Fleischman. Glad you are with us. Big thanks to Vincent LaFollette, who has been fantastic with us as well. Time to have some post-game stats and then get on out of here for the Westville Blackhawks. 21 in the first quarter, 25 in the second quarter, just 8 in the third, and 13 in the fourth quarter. 8 points for Ava Fenters, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 7 points for Dallas Ritchie. 2 points for Miley Weaver. 26 for our player of the game, Hillary Labus, including 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Ella Fortune, 3 points on 3 of 4 from the line. Lillian Hutchinson, 2 points. Then 4 points, I should say. Then let's see. 11 points, for Oleana Harden on 11 of 12 from the free throw line. 4 points for Riley Smolnicki and 2 points for Jezebel Evans on 2 of 2 from the line. For Boone Grove, 3 points in the first, 5 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth for 13 in the loss tonight. Paige Jones with 2 points. Elena Heilich with 5 points, 3 points for Chase Dewar, and 3 points for Leah Carrera in the loss for the Boone Grove Wolves. Once again, our Friday is starting to get set. We have got the first game set on Friday, but in order to figure out the second game on Friday, we're going to have to play a couple of games tomorrow. Right here from Morgan Township at 5:30 p.m., South Central versus Tri, and then at 7 p.m., Hebron versus Couch. That's what's coming up tomorrow as we continue quarterfinal play on PC3 Media. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. I want to say a big thank you to all of our crew here in this game. Vincent LaFollette, Timothy Klimek, Lucas Gonzalez, Kaylin Gibson, Christian Huera, Luke Samardzic, Andrew Meyer, Charlie Durham, Angela Shear, Valerie Flint, and Nico Zumas. Also want to say a big thanks to Jennings and Harveth for their fantastic work getting us on the air tonight. Thank you to everyone at Morgan Township. For everyone, PC3 Media and the Heartland Sports Network, I've been Mike Fleischman. Once again, your final score in this PCC Girls Basketball Tournament quarterfinal game. Westville Blackhawks defeat the Boone Grove Wolves 67-13. This is Porter County Conference Tournament action right here on PC3 Media and the Heartland Sports Network.